Yeah, hello. So of all the makeovers that I put up on my channel, the one I haven't even hinted towards is this one, which is the room I am currently residing in. Now, there's nothing bad in this room by any means, but I did want to make it my own because, well, it is. This is not going to be a full-out room big makeover like other projects of mine have been, where I paint the walls, I paint the ceiling, all that fun stuff. This is just going to be little DIYs around the room, again, to just make it my own, and maybe move in some furniture, move out some furniture, that kind of thing. So maybe just some tips and tricks of sorts that can help make a room feel more yours. So to start with, these are some of my biggest issues. I did not like where the table was, which sounds like an easy fix, but it wasn't entirely. The cords on the ground are such a tripping hazard, even though they're right by the bed and laptop as well. My entire DIY situation, which I have definitely tackled since this, and if you did want to see that, I will link it down below. And my filming space, which I still haven't tackled, but you gotta work with what you got.
Choke me like you hate me, but you love me.
This was past Sarah actually getting the table. It's never easy with me. It's just never easy.
Hold on. Slow.
I know.
Slow.
I'm slow.
Keep going. Look at that, eh?
Perfect! Not only because we're in a pandemic, but just a good rule of thumb is if you ever get something off of Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or anything, just give it a good wipe down with both alcohol and or a cleaning product. When you're in a small space, you have to really just make every inch of it work for you, especially if you have quite a bit of stuff like I started out with. So one of those things that I had to make my own and make room for was this, which was actually in the room when I got here, but I wanted to make it into a kind of DIY area, as you may have already seen. Again, link down below if you haven't seen it. So I moved that over enough that I could still open the door comfortably, but also to give myself enough room on the other side to do as much filming as I wanted. My filming area, this is it. I struggled with where to go with it quite a few times, not only because it's my filming area, but because it's also my DIY space where my DIY actually comes together. As you may recognize that table from a good portion of my videos over the past almost a year or so. I also wanted to switch out all the lighting situations in my room, not only the bedside table lights, but the light up above, which I will get to later. I wanted to grab both the side tables and the side lighting. Side table lighting. This actually was a process. A much needed sippy sip break. My oddly realistic looking knife with blood down it. Giving it a full out sweep because who knows the next time it's gonna get a full sweep. Another sippy sip break. It is absolutely insane to me how the smallest changes can be, one, a nuisance, but two, create such a difference in a room, such as moving the bed over just a few inches. Once I was finally able to move the bed over, it created just enough room to comfortably move my desk in, which you saw me earlier with, and the chair, and be able to just go back and forth as necessary. Although you did see me take my laptop and all my computer stuff away from this area, I did want to put it back because this will be where I do all my editing, all of my internet things, and that's also why I needed a desk that actually had a drawer to it, so I could just put everything away that I didn't absolutely need at that exact time. Putting some stoppers or some carpet sliders, is that what they're called, I think, on the bottoms of my desk and my chair so that they didn't just rub wood onto wood. On to the closet. Which involved going through the majority of it, getting rid of items, putting items up. You may recognize those books from the book table. Yeah, this is that old. putting everything under the bed now that I actually have it under my bed. If you didn't know, I didn't used to. It used to be a closet kind of situation, wardrobe under my bed. Now originally I had moved these two side tables into my closet and stacked them on top of each other, which worked for a couple of weeks. It was great. And then I decided to go a little bit of a different route. And I also wanted to make a separate video all for this, but considering how long this took to put together, I decided to just put it all into one. I replaced the old lamps that I had on my side tables with this one right here, which has a more of a vintage feel. Did a little dance with the cord. As well as the actual side table itself, which I actually use this as just a placeholder until this guy came to be. This I got from IKEA. I am popping it up on the screen because I cannot be bothered to try to even pronounce that. Now, here is a little how-to with folding long socks. Don't know why I filmed this, but I thought it might be helpful. Again, how to store objects and accessories in a smaller place. Putting some cute and aesthetically pleasing hats up with some hooks, and struggling to organize them as I wanted to. I just got these from the dollar store in a pack of, I don't know, like 100, and I probably got it a year or two ago and I'm still using them up. Some berets that I will probably never wear unless it's for a makeup look, but I still own them and I still absolutely love them. Because I am unable to ask for a live opinion, I just ended up, well, being sad for a bit.
Help! Somebody! Anybody! Help!
I like to forget about this one because I don't know which bothers me more, the fact that it is the last beret that I wanted to put up, but it was already 3 on the top and 3 on the side. And I love me some symmetry. Anyways, continuing on, just above my bed I wanted to have kind of like an accent-ish wall where it had more like artsy. So I have this one canvas that is painted as Nemo touching the butt of the boat, and it says never be afraid to touch the butt. And then in the middle I end up putting a crocheted bat. And lastly, this, I'm gonna call it a wooden crate of sorts, but essentially I can just put anything that I want in there. And it's its own personal little display. And I'm pretty sure I got this from the dollar store, either that or maybe a thrift shop, but you can definitely get these at the dollar store. That's mostly it for the little decorations that I put around. However, with that being said, I have put a lot of DIYs into my room as well, as you guys have probably noticed on my channel. Yeah, there's been a lot. I've been pretty busy. As well as organize other areas, which I have already filmed and put up. But I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!